Raid Train. Welcome in. T is just finishing up. Crafty Fox Creations by T is up. Hey, everybody. We are on the demo and chill raid train. We're going to be making some slow stitch pins and clips. They are posted at the kit is posted at the bottom. If you know my slow stitch, I'm working on one right. Here's a paper clip. You can make them either paper clips or safety pins. I've got both. This is one of the ones I'm working on right now. Don't have it finished completely yet, but this is what we're going to be doing today. So the kit comes with a ton of stuff, and we'll go over all of that, hey, Ellie, when they raid in. Let's send my extra stuff over here. Let's see. I'll put my scissors away. And they're here in just a little bit. We're going to do a giveaway today for one of my snarky stickers. I got those in the bin. This one is crafting because adulting is hard. And here they come. So I'm going to go ahead and okay, they are on their way. So welcome in. I am the Gathered Crafter, and we are about to start. There they are. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi there. T, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. You're on the demo and chill raid train, so welcome. I am the Gathered Crafter, and thank you to Wonder Woman 64, who is conducting the train today, and also sponsored by Kel's Craft Shack. Hope she's feeling better. Hey, Bobby. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. We're gonna go ahead and start a giveaway. I have my vinyl stickers. These are like my 4x4 stickers. I have Late Night Crafty Crew ones and Snarky ones. They're in the bin. But we're gonna give away one. We're gonna give away the one that says crafting because adulting is hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that one right now and tell you a little bit about me. Um, Again, thank you, Crafty Fox Creations by T, for rating in. Loved your hidden paper clips. Hidden paper clips are always so much fun. And then we're going to rate into, at the top of the next hour, Gwen's Vintage Kitchen. So that's who we are, what's going on today. There's still a few stops on the train, so make sure to keep riding along. I love these types of trains. I love doing demos. And if you come hang out with me, I'm always doing some type of demo in some way, shape, or form. So this is right up my alley. So it's just a kind of a chill hour. There's stuff in the bin. What I'm working on is pinned at the bottom here. This is the slow stitch clip kit. Clip kit. Say that 5 times fast. So I have one here. You're going to get 6 paper clips and 6 safety pins. We're going to do a safety pin one next. I'm not done with this one, but I just wanted to show you an example because you've got to close it up. We'll close this up in a little bit, but you get this first kit some bright colors because it's still summertime, so we're going with bright colors this time. So we have a rainbow of colors right here for you. You get 6 different felt strips to make um, the different items. You're also going to get this is the one I'm going to use. This is how it'll come to you, but you get a little junk pack. You get the 6 clips, the 6 safety pins, and then a bunch of trims and different little fibers and little pieces to add to your little um, pieces, plus some little swatches of different types of fabric to add on. This is very much oh, good job. Congrats, Allie. Allie's got a big coupon coming with Cupid Society. So thank you so much for getting the kits, and we're gonna stitch along. This is um, one of my main things that I do a lot. Every Wednesday, first Wednesday of the month, I do a full stitch kit. Oh, Molly, I'm glad you like it. Did you like your bag? Molly got an extra little thing in her last order. Um, right in time. Got it in here just in time. So it's going to come with your 6 different felt pieces, so you can do at least 6 items. Aw, I'm glad you loved it. Love you too. Miss you. Um, so you get this, you can make these as long as short as you want, and you've got um, enough clips and pins to make up to 12 items. So it just depends on how you use your fibers and stuff and what else you have to add on. But you're getting 6 color strips that you can use however you want. And then you're getting basic black and white skeins of embroidery floss. And then you're getting a big old bundle of fun coordinating little swatch fabrics. A little goes a long way. So you're going to be able to use these for little pieces kind of like this to make little patches on them. These are fun to hang on junk journals. If you use the pin, you could even put them on like denim jackets or on bags. You can use them. This slides right on like a page. I'm getting the Givy for the sticker. We have 27 in here and only 9 in the Givy, so get in there. They do take. You just have to be a little. You just have to watch because of the fabric, but once you get it slid on, it slides on. And we are gonna. They do close up. I just haven't finished. I was working on this one while I was watching Crafty Fox. So and you can do the back if you want, or you can just leave it blank. How it depends on how you're going to use it. I guess if it was right up against a journal like this, I would just leave it blank since it's going to be hidden. But that is the kit. You get all kinds of different coordinating fabric, and there are strawberries in this one. I love strawberries. If you know me, you know. and then just a bunch of fun things in here. So there's little sequins and trims and beads and the clips and the pins and pearls and some fun little, like I heard T talking about, we as junk journalers, we love to play with anything, pieces of cardboard and stuff like that. So you've got some little pieces of cardboard, you can use it like this or thin it down and break it and get the corrugated texture. So there's a lot of fun little things in there. There's some other different trims. There's some florals in here too. So this and thank you everybody that's purchased the kit already. So there's a lot of fun stuff to play with in here. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna play. And I'll show you showed you this one. I've done some different stitches. We used a French knot and I used a daisy stitch on this to make a little dragonfly butterfly. I was going for a butterfly, but it looks more like a dragonfly now. So, Regina, you won the sticker. Congratulations. So that one is coming to you. Thank you so much. And we'll do one later on in the show today too. So we'll do another sticker in a little bit, like in the second half of the show. So thanks so much. And that one's going to you. And we're just going to kind of play. So lots of fun stuff in here. So happy Friday. We made it to the end of the week. Happy Friday, everybody. So lots of fun. Oh, and you do get the needle too. My slow stitch kits always come with a needle, some embroidery floss. If you're interested in the bigger kits or we have a sunflower kit as well that we'll be doing on the first Wednesday of September. Sounds good. Put it on a water bottle. They're waterproof. You can put it on a water bottle and flaunt it. And say, see, I'm not the only one that feels this way. So yeah, let's forget adulting right now for the next hour. Please chat away. My shows are. I love to have everybody chit chatting and talking away. We just have a lot of fun in my late night shows. If you ever come to my late night shows, they ultimately try to make me giggle in some way, shape, or form. So definitely talk about your weekend, talk about the crafts you're doing. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, whether it's seller questions or whatnot questions if you're new to whatnot. And we're going to get started. What I usually do is I show 3 different stitches. I usually show the blanket stitch. I did a running stitch up here to grab onto the clip, but I also did, like I said, a daisy stitch and a French knot. So we'll see how far we get. This actually is on YouTube as well. If you purchase the kit, you automatically get the replay for 90 days. But I also have a YouTube and a oh, thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you, T. A Facebook. I have Facebook and a YouTube channel. So they are also nice. Oh, those would be, you could put them on something like this, Regina. You can use. What I love crocheting little flowers. I have one. I have one starter. I use these if you get any of these are in the kit. These little cardboard things, and I paper pierce them. I punch them with my awl, and then I do a blanket stitch around it so that that's my first chain, and then I crochet these into petals, and make flowers out of these. I don't know if I have one made to show. Let's see if there's one floating around. I thought there was one floating around earlier, but I do that too. I like making crochet. I like crocheting little flowers too. So I'm right there with you, Regina. Um, Epex. I don't know what an ep is. That what is that? You're stitching something. Oh, English. Oh, nice. Now I know what you're talking about. I've never heard that acronym before. Very cool. So that's the kit. That's what you get. Probably will be more. I have other ideas and different ones. Hey, Katie. And these are all. Some of them are vintage fabrics. Some of them. Uh, this one is so pretty, and I just thought I was like, oh, I should have used that on this orange. I think that was my intent with this pretty little eyelet. That's a vintage fabric, and this is vintage too. But I don't know. I saw that and I thought, oh, that'd be cute. So I'll finish this one in a little bit, but I want to show you how to start off a piece, and then we'll see where we go. Hello, Miss Katie. Did you survive senior pictures yesterday? It was just yeah, it was yesterday. I'm like, I've got so that's the whole kit. Let's see. I'm gonna play with pink. I'm gonna do the strawberry one. I need to do a strawberry one. So I'm gonna take my needle out. I already have a needle. I think I'm gonna use white, so I don't have a needle threaded yet. But I'm certainly not gonna use it. So that you can see you're gonna have this is kind of cool. Maybe I'll use that with it too. So you can make it this length. You could also make it a little shorter if you wanted to. And then you have this piece. I was also thinking of making like little pockets or little pillows too, where you stitch around the edges and stuff it just a little bit, and those can be like little keychains too. So, yep, strawberries. We're doing strawberries. So I did something out of my norm. Now I'm doing strawberries, or you can make it the full length. I'll make a. Let's see how much of this I want. So this one is really you get, and this is the kind of um, thing I like to do with my kits is I give you the tools to everything's in the kit. It's all inclusive. You don't need to go anywhere else other than scissors. Yes, you need scissors for this a little bit, but you've got the needle, you've got everything else, and then maybe if you need a needle threader like I do, then I, of course, in usual Carmen fashion, I don't know where my needle threader is, um, but my needle threader is just wire. It's always just wire. I did misplace it. I have to grab some more, but I'll show you that little trick too. Um, I think I might make this smaller. I might make it smaller. I don't know. Let's see. And you can do whatever you want. There's no right way or wrong way. You could just cut a little. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just do a little bit of trim here. Oh, where did my scissors go? So you're going to cut it however you want. So you can see how a little bit's going to go a long way. So this is also a great kit if you like to make snippets or if you like to make clusters and things. You've got a bunch of little things. I don't know if I like that. I'm probably going to take too long here, but got a lot of little things to do, a lot of little projects. So is anyone doing anything fun this weekend? We already had our fun. It was my birthday. A week ago today was my birthday. And we had a big birthday celebration on here. And then we did stuff with my family. I think that'll work. Let's see. actually going to tear into my junk bag and see what I've got in here. And we're just going to play. I want some white. I'm going to use white thread on this one. So you can do whatever you want on these. And this is, they're like little mini, well, it is a mini slow. You get tiny little mini slow stitch kits with this. I don't know if I like that. I don't know. I think I'm going to try with just the white thread and see how we do. Hey, Nemos, Attic, how are you? Yes. I bumped it out. So definitely continue on the train. But yeah, I'm not done. I come on late. So after the train, if you want to go shopping, come shopping with me. Okay, we're going to do a safety pin this time. I actually have extras over here than for my kit, but let's see. There's lots of there. Try to incorporate all the colors. There should be a little red flower in here. There is. I don't know if we're going to play with that. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. I'm looking and saying, do I like it or not? I don't know. I'm going to put the strawberry down first. And I think I am going to make it shorter, and I'm going to play with this piece of the felt because I want to make something different with it. So I'm going to fold it for the length that I want. This one I did use the full length, and I started adding French knots, and I'll do some stitching. I think I'm going to make little X's around here and then do some stitching around the sides. Might play with that one later. We'll see how far we get. That one really did. I did all of that during T's show. I was watching her and I was making that. So, okay, so I have this, and we're not going to put it on a pin or anything yet. We're just going to stitch because we want to hide the backs of it. So just leave it one single layer while we're stitching. And I kind of have, well, I'll kind of eyeball it. When you fold the felt, it kind of holds where the fold is, so you know not to go further than that line. But right now I'm just going to stitch this down, and I'm going to just use a regular old seed stitch. Hey Julie, how are you, sweetie? And I'm using the full 6 strands in embroidery floss. So you can, if you want thinner lines, you can use shorter, less strands. Sometimes I use 3 if I want a thinner line. Kind of think of it like marker. What are you trying to do? Do you want to make a bold line? Do you want to make a thinner line? I'm good. How are you? How are you feeling? I have both you and Katie. How are you two feeling? Katie, how hot is it? I don't know if anybody can beat the heat we have here. I need to find some wired ribbon because I already lost my wire that I had. I don't usually buy needle threaders anymore. I just use the wire out of wired ribbon because I don't like the wire in it. And I used to do bows and all kinds of stuff like that. I don't do that much anymore. But if you take the wire out of the wired ribbon, then it's soft ribbon and you can use it for different things. Sometimes I leave it in to make ruffles on the edge of a journal, but not all the time. So I'm trying to find some of my wired ribbon, which I think is buried under all my slow stitch trim because I've been working on clusters too. I've been working on a bunch of stuff. There's a lot going on this weekend. So I've been trying to, there we go. There's some, but it's not pulling. That's not good. There it goes. I'm going to cut a piece of my ribbon off and I'll use it for something else. Oops. Sorry about that. Let's see. There we go. Ugh, yuck. A lot of humidity. And all I do is once I cut it, I just take the wire out and I've got a nail threader. So that's how I reuse that. I'm gonna find my needle. I'm not sure how well it was hot when I went to pick up Jake from school, but I don't know how hot it is. But we're like in extreme heat watch all week, and they just extended it. I don't know how far into next week. That's been pretty miserable here too. Yeah, we've had. I know it's probably not the same humidity. We've had a lot of humidity here too because we had a really bad storm Wednesday. And there you go. I usually have a larger eye needle for my eyes. I call them my vintage eyes because now I'm actually wearing readers. My prescription on my contacts are really off right now, but I want to be able to see far, so I have them in. So I need readers. And then if I don't want to see far, I take them out and I can do close up work really well without glasses. But then I can't see far away. So let's see, you're gonna be able to do a lot of stuff with just a little bit of fabric. So I'm going to make a little knot in the back. And the stuff we're doing here works on the bigger kits too. These are fun because they're going to be tiny little projects that you can put in. The other pieces are more like pages or kind of little display artwork or patches or pockets. But these are just quick little things that you can do for like random acts of kindness. You can make them into little gifts. You can add them into notebooks, but um, you get a lot in one little pack. Oh, hey Heather. Yes. Yeah, I have vintage eyes. That's what we call it here. We call it vintage eyes. So I'm just making. I did a knot and I just brought it up so that it's kind of in the corner a little bit. And this is a seed stitch. If it looks, depending on how you use it, it could be a straight stitch. I'm gonna kind of just be random with it. This one you can make random. You can make them longer stitches. You can make them shorter stitches. Whatever you want. To do. So this one gives you a little bit of design when you're doing stuff in your stitch work. So I'm just, for some reason it's coming out diagonal. So we're doing diagonals today. If I had tried to do that, it wouldn't do that. But this one, and you know what? I should have brought the bag of, I think the bag of of some of my finished ones are here, but if it adopted the vintage eyes, I know you say vintage eyes. So So this piece is telling me it wants little diagonal pieces. So I always say that I let it talk to me and I just do whatever it tells me it wants to do. And because this is really, it's just a fun creative project. There's no rules to slow stitching. You can do whatever you want. You just, if you learn, we usually on the regular shows teach you basic stitches, which I'll go over. So this is a seed stitch. We'll do a blanket stitch with this cute little kind of half, like a 3/4 of a square stitch, and then the running stitch, which I used up here. Those are the 3 stitches we use. You get comfortable with those, and then you just doodle away with your thread however you want. Sometimes I like to make swirls. Sometimes I just do rows and rows so that you get that fun texture. And we might do that on the strawberry. I don't know yet. Not sure what I'm feeling. But I'm just, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be squared off. This is just stuff that's kind of fun and cute and um, crafty, get a kitschy look. Once this gets a little worn, it'll be nice because the stitching, this, I didn't pink it, so it's going to fray a little bit, and I like that look, that little shabby look. So um, I just kind of do whatever it tells me. You do have to be a little, don't pull too tight on your thread so that your felt doesn't bunch up when you're doing this. But we're just stitching away up and down, just like if it was a sewing machine, you're just doing it by hand, all the way through the fabric, or the 2 layers of fabric, I guess. And I don't know why it's more comfortable for me to hold it and then work downward than it was right or left this time. So that's what I'm doing. Probably because I have more to hold on to over here than over here. But you just have to adapt. Whatever I'm doing, you can do the reverse as a lefty if you're a lefty. So I hope everybody's had fun. I've been able to pop in a couple of times on the train. Hope everyone had fun learning today. I love this type of train. I always like to learn new things. And they're just relaxing. Nice to be able to relax on a Friday. It was kind of a busy week for us. We went to a concert on Wednesday night. My birthday was last weekend, and then I don't know what we're doing this weekend. I think I have more. Well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I have some trains tomorrow. And then, oh, now I got a knot. That's one thing you have to be careful with when you have you use a long piece of thread. It saves you time. You think it saves you time because you have a long piece, but sometimes it makes it worse because then it knots up. I was lucky I got out of that knot situation pretty easily. But see how you just make the stitches along the edge. You can do this type. You can use that blanket stitch that I used on the orange one. You can whip stitch it, which is kind of a diagonal. I can show you it. We'll see if I can do that. If you're an embroiderer, you know how to do the stitches. You just do whatever you want. If you're not, these basic stitches are going to help you practice. I've also had moms and grandmas buy these for their kids that are just learning how to embroider. So they got all these little projects. It's something that they can be successful with quickly. And so then they teach the different stitches on them. So I don't know. I'm just going along. I had to use strawberry somewhere at some point. And it's funny because I often don't do a lot with strawberries anymore. Well, ever really. Mostly like I have one journal I did way back last October. I have a lot of kits that have strawberries in it, but like on air, I haven't done much with strawberries in a while. So I'm using this very much just like a straight stitch, but I don't have to. I've made little like starbursts with the stitch. Just depend. It's all on the length. You just change the length of the stitch. What else have I done? Make swirls with this one. Maybe I'll do a swirl in the middle of the strawberry. I also don't want to cover it too much because you can see the strawberry. So you can see the strawberry. Oh, that one I left a little big of a gap. But I'm just going to let it go. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I can always go back and add a little stitch in there if I want. Hey, Wonder Woman, how are you? Everybody, thank you, Wonder Woman, for pinch hitting and conducting this train. She's been awesome. Oh, and there's still a couple more, I think, 2 more sellers after me. We have I know it's Gwen's Vintage Kitchen after me. And oh my gosh, who's the caboose? I don't have the list in front of me. But there's still Well, thank you for doing it so we could keep the train going. But there's still a couple of demos after mine. Can't wait to see what they have. We're actually going to grab dinner, but I'm going to watch while we have dinner. Um, pick that up from Bobby. Princess Catherine. I'm like, I know it's somebody, one of my friends. I know it is. Princess Catherine's the caboose, so she's going to have some fun. I can't wait to see what she's going to demo. So, still two great sellers coming up, along with all the great sellers that were on today. So, I hope everybody had fun learning and watching. And there we go. So we got that piece tacked down now. And I'm just going to move around. It doesn't matter what the back of my piece looks because we're going to cover it. So I'm not going to be super fancy about cutting and knotting and moving in that place. I'm just going to move around my piece. And let's see, what do I want to do? I don't know. Let's see. I think I'm going to make, let's see, where's my center? So I think I'm going to make a swirl around it. So I'm going to do some little loop-de-loops around it, still using a seed stitch. So this one I'm still going to use the same stitch. I just want to make sure I'm going to stay low because I also have to do a stitch right along here on the pin. And you can do that now too. Just make sure you sew the right. I did a practice one earlier and I put the wrong part of the pin in the fold. And I did make them a little bit longer. You can trim these down if you get the kit a little bit. But what I did, like up here, I tucked it in so it kind of looks like a tag. So all I did was tuck in on the corner. I'm gonna tuck in on this corner. I just folding a little teeny bit underneath, and then it fits a little better. Well, let's go ahead and do that already. So now I know that it's good to go, and then that way you can just clip it to whatever you want. So I'm going to close that so I don't jab myself, and I'm just going to take, oh, I'm way down here. I should have done, I'll do some more later, but so I'm just going to take it up and I'm going to grab that fold since I'm doing that little fold. And I'm not closing the whole thing up yet. I'm just attaching the pin. So you would do this to the pin or the paper clip. Just make sure, again, don't pull too tight because you don't want this to pucker while you're doing this. And this, I'm just going to do a running stitch. So I'm going to stay close to where I can feel the pin back is. And I'm going to take the running stitch all the way through. A lot of times you'll do the running stitch just on the top layer. Oh, yeah, the white seeds. Oh, that's right. That's a good idea, Lulu. I'll go back and do that. Usually you just go through a top layer with a running stitch, but I'm going to go through the whole thing and show you. It's just you keep the needle kind of up and you just weave it in and out. So I'm going to weave it in and out all the way across. Trying to do the best I can to keep it even. Sometimes towards the end it gets a little tough. I'll pull it through. And you're going to be able to see how it runs right through it. A little tricky trying to get past the clip there, but it'll work. There we go. My fingers are slippery. Do I have a knot? Make sure I don't have a knot. And oh, why is it? Something's grabbing onto it. Do I have a knot? I might have a little bit of a knot there. There it goes. And then if you want it to gather, you could make it gathered up here like this too. That would be kind of cute. But see, if you pucker it too tight, that's what's happening. I puckered it too tight. So you just got to remember not to let it pucker. I would recommend not making that big of a stitch in the back. so it stays long. But actually, it might be kind of cute like that. So I'm going to gather it just a teeny bit. And I'm going to tack it down here in the corner. I'm just putting it all the way through. And then I'm going to pull it back into the in between the layers. And that's going to be pretty much all my thread. Let's see. There it goes. Again, watching that this doesn't pucker before you start more stitches. There we go. There we go. I think I'm actually going to add more floss on here before we start doing that. And I like Lulu's idea. So we're gonna use the seed stitch to make seeds. But I'm gonna tie this off. And I did waste a lot of thread there. I should have done it the other way. And or made the seeds and worked my way up and then pinned it, but that's how you learn. Trial and error. I'm just going to do a couple of little knots in the back. And then that way that is done, and we'll just add more thread. Welcome in. Okay. And luckily with felt, it's kind of forgiving. You can kind of shape it the way you need it to be, too. So. And if you didn't want to do any more stitching after you do the front stitch, you could actually glue it down, too. You could glue things down if you're not big on the stitch part, but like the idea of the little clips, you could glue it down, too. Yes. Yeah, I can go grab it back there. I don't want to move anymore. Okay. I know I usually have music on, but since we are on, I think we're on YouTube and Facebook. We are. So this will be on YouTube and Facebook. Oh, what in the world did that blank out? I hope that didn't blank out. I was trying to clear the there was like something from Outlook popped up, and I tried to press cancel, and it moved me over to the Outlook window. So hopefully you can hear me. And I'm just going to pull some more embroidery thread. And of course, I pulled the wrong string. Let's see if I can get this one. So, is anyone doing anything fun this weekend? We're doing another few raid trains. Tonight we're going to go to dinner. I pulled the wrong thread. Once you pull the wrong thread, it ends up in a knot. So I'm just going to pull it out. Here we go. And I'll just put it on a bobbin. I'd rather have my thread on them, although I use it so much, it doesn't last very long for me to even wind it on anything. Let's see, I don't know. Oh, it's definitely in a tiny little knot here. I got a little knot. There we go. But we'll do this. We do something with slow stitching on my shows the first Wednesday of every month. And I also debut a new slow stitch kit. So if you're interested, bookmark those shows. Those shows are already booked all the way out, are posted all the way out to October. So you can bookmark those. How would you? There's always different little themes, kind of goes along with whatever season. Next month is going to be a sunflower, and I'm also going to show. I still haven't figured out the name of the flower. It's a little. It's like kind of like a yo-yo. I want to say Kibanachi, but I don't know. It's not Kibanachi, but it's something like that. I still can't remember the name of it. It's driving me bananas. So then I start doing other stuff, and I forget to go look for the name. Oh, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's about time to do another little giveaway. We'll do another sticker. Let's do one of my snarky stickers. Regina got a sticker earlier. Let's see what I have up here. This time we'll do, I craft so I don't say what I'm thinking. So sometimes that's the truth, you know. Sometimes you just got to keep your mouth, you got to keep your mind busy, or else something might come out that you don't want to say. Sometimes that happens here in my house. And so I go to my craft room. So get in the Kibby. You can get this sticker. I craft so I don't say what I'm thinking. So definitely little snarky stickers there. It'll be right here. Gigi and her new little pet. We got to name the puppy. Gabby made these little puppies for the concert, and she had some left over. And so I adopted one for Gigi. So they're going to hold the sticker. So get in the Gibby for that little sticker. So yeah, this one, I've got like, I think there's what, 9 different snarky stickers in the bin. And a chance to win one right now. I have new Crafty Crew stickers. Molly, I don't even know if you've seen my stickers. I've got Late Night Crafty Crew stickers. I have, oh, that's going to be cute. I think I'm going to do that on the edge of it in a little bit, but not yet. Right now we're going to make seeds. So we're going to use the seed. I'll tack this down when I start doing the swirls. Gabber, our little Gabber for our puppy. Oh, she's holding it with her ears. Oh, and Gigi's holding it with her face. Gigi's had a rough week. Every time I catch her, she's like passed out on her side or on top of her head. She's must have had a rough week. We don't see her. So I'm just gonna follow the pattern, and I'm gonna make. You know what? I wish I had done a thinner yarn thread now. So I should have done like 3 strands because it's gonna compete with the border. But I'm just gonna go with it. And thank you so much for getting the kit. I already have ideas for like 3 more kits of this. So I think this is going to become something too, like my other kits. Because they're just so cute. Wouldn't they be fun to just like give out like to friends? Or I always want to do the thing where you leave something for someone, like a little like you make something and you leave it. Wouldn't that be fun to put them like in a little baggie or something, and then just do it as a random act of kindness, and have it like go to the store and leave some in different little spots so people can find them. I always want to do that. Let's see. We're making seeds. And I'm just following the strawberry. So maybe what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to see where how the light is different on this strawberry. So this looks like a shine spot. I think I'm going to do it in the shine spots and then leave the rest dark. Now, if you have extra thread, if you have red thread, you can make some other ones too. You can use different colors. This first kit wanted to keep neutral stitches, so or threads. I don't know what's going on right there. I'm gonna clip that. So I'm just working right in the little, following the pattern. So this has a little pattern to work with. But you can do whatever you want. There are no rules. It's just like junk journaling. There's no rules. Just whatever creative thing you want to do. So I guess it didn't turn out too bad with the 6 strands. I do have some weird little rogue stitch that happened here. I don't know how I did it, but I'm not going to get bent out of shape about it. Probably turn it into the lost and found. They might, yeah. I know. I always watch videos of people doing that, and I'm like, oh, that would be fun. Or maybe I always want to paint stones and leave them in a park too. They have a whole little group here in our town that does that. That's another thing I've wanted to do and I haven't done. Someday. I have a friend that used to make with polymer clay. Molly! Oh my gosh! Girl, you won it! Mosto, you won the I craft so I don't say what I'm thinking. Congratulations! Oh my goodness. that was perfect. The whatnot gods were listening. So that's going home to you. Congratulations. So I kind of like that with the shine on it. That's kind of cute. I'm going to just move up here and do the same thing to these ones. We got 15 minutes. It's going on your forehead. As a warning to everybody. Yeah, sometimes there's just those days. I get it. And remember, when you're doing this, if you do stitch your pin on early, like I did, make sure you keep your flap. Lift your flap. Don't forget to lift your flap. Oh. Or you can just wait. Well, I just wanted to make sure everyone saw the basics on how to do this on the so it's on recorded. So it's recorded on our video for posterity. Or when you get your kit and you're like, what the heck? It's flap away. Not to you right now. Flap away. So, and I'm just oops, see my seed did not go the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. And don't sew your edge. I'm like sewing my edges. See? Doesn't have to be perfect, and it's gonna come out awesome. And the fact that it's just relaxing and fun. There's no rules on this. It's just whatever speaks to you while you're stitching. If we don't get to the blanket stitch, my last and if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see all my live streams. The last live stream I had before this one was our slow stitch kit for August, which was an ocean theme. Ocean theme. So you'll get to see, you can see it there because I think it's one of the first stitches I do. If you want to learn this one, or come hang out with us. Oh my gosh, not next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, no, in 2 weeks, September 2nd, we'll be doing it again with the September kit. So always the first Wednesday of the month, we do slow stitch kits at night. So I don't know what happened with that one stitch, but it just did not go in the right pattern. Yes, it's the Gathered Crafter, 3 words, on YouTube and Facebook. And Facebook, you'll get a little bit more behind the scenes of stuff, show changes, um, announcements for shows, stuff like that. YouTube right now is really live streamed. There are a few other ones if you like Dollar Tree hauls, really old Dollar Tree hauls. There's some on there from a long time ago. And I have my most recent battle journal on there, the cake journal, and I still need to upload those other ones. Just doing the stitching. And I think what I want to do with the rest, I'm going to make maybe I'll just do the swirl here. A little bit of a swirl here. And I'm going to, there are sequins in here. And I think I want to sew some sequins down to make it sparkly. So I'm going to make like a little vine here and then put little, I think we have pink. Yeah, pink and green sequins that kind of look like strawberries, or red and green sequins on a vine. So I'm just coming back up. This one really did just use the seed stitch, really. And I'm just kind of, I made a big stitch again there, so I got to kind of watch it, not to let it pucker. And I just am going to free form. This is the doodling with thread now, so I'm just going to free form some swirls. Those are one of my favorite things to make, is swirls with the stitching. Let's see if we can get, what time is it? Oh, we got enough time. It does look like a cake. And I still haven't done I'm still going to make my strawberry sunflower cake. I was going to make myself a birthday cake last week for my birthday train and ran out of time. So I got to make that still. Let's see. See, I'm just kind of making a loop. And again, there's no perfect method. I just look where there's no rhyme or reason to it. I just say, oh, that stitch looks like it should go there. And sometimes my swirls come out, my little curly cues come out, and sometimes they don't. And I have to figure out how to fix it. But it's only thread. You could always pull it out and start over. So after I do this, I'm going to stitch some little sequins down. And then you can close it up either with some glue or you can stitch it closed. But it's a nice, fast little project. And these ones that I'm making are actually going to go on auction on the paperclip train tomorrow. That is hosted by Princess Catherine, who's our caboose today. So that kind of helped. Got a demo done and a couple more clips for the clip train. Loosely clips, of course, with the pins, but not the paperclip ones. So you'll get to see them all finished tomorrow night. And I'm the caboose of that one. Okay, good. See how it's turning into a little swirl, and I'm going to try to curve it down a little bit. I don't know why I have fun making the swirls. And see how you can fit the little bag like in a purse, or put them in a nice little cute little pencil case or something, or make a travel journal. That's another one of my demos I have out right now, is making a little travel journal. Doing a little travel journal like this, stick all your stuff in it, and then you have it to go, and then you've got paper if you want it for taking and stuff. Like this well, is actually available, but I have a no, that's my last YouTube is the travel journal. So I made a larger travel journal out of a. It's funny we talked about it being um, well. When I watched the videos, it said, "Oh, this viral video of making travel journals." Travel journals apparently are popular right now. And I said, "Oh, there's a viral video of making them out of pencil cases." And then when I came and talked about nobody had seen the viral video of the pencil cases. So I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. But they're a lot of fun. You just make them out of a little pencil case, and you've got. Um, I've enjoyed carrying mine around, my big one. You can see it on one of my regular shows. It will be one of the things that I'll show. Um, I'm not liking the direction I took this, but um, I've used it like when I take the boys places. I'll put my project that I'm currently working on, some scissors, pencil, and I've got everything in it. And then mine's gonna be an idea book. So the notebooks will have when I want to jot down ideas and stuff, and then the pouch just carry my projects in it. So. Oh, yeah, I didn't like how that swirled. That one came out a little boxy, but that's okay. So we're getting close to time. We got about 5 more minutes. So I'll keep going. But this again is the slow stitch kit you get. This is what's pinned at the bottom. If you want, you're gonna get enough to make 12 different items. So depending on how you use the material, you've got 6 paper clips and 6 safety pins in there. So you can make quite a bit of little items. You could craft along with me with the video. If you purchase something, you already have the video for 60 days. But if and then if you need it past that, you could just go over to YouTube and Facebook and it's there. I don't like how that little curl came out, but it's okay. I'll put a sequin on top of it and we'll be all right. So let's see. Before I finish, it kind of looks like a little heart though, so it's not too bad. Let's see. We have enough time. I want to try something. I want to try to put a little sequin on. And I want to see if it'll hold with a French knot. I don't know if it will or not. And then my French knots are hit or miss sometimes. So we'll see. I'm going to grab, let's see, I'm going to grab a red. And so you do get a mix of sequins in there. Because you're going to want, next time I'm going to try playing with seed beads. Yes, seed beads. So, but they look really cute. I've seen people do stuff with seed beads on the corner, on the side of it, and it's so cute. So I'm just going to thread it down. Oh, not there. That's not a good place to thread it. Darn it. Oh, I'm running out of time. Let me grab another. Oh, it's just gonna. That one's. That one's gonna be in the wrong spot. Let me come up. Forgot my thread was in the back, so I'm just gonna come back and I'm gonna put a new sequin up here. So let's grab another sequin. We have 3 minutes, and then we're gonna go over to Gwen's Vintage Kitchen and see what she's gonna demo for us. So thank you for hanging out with me. Again, if you like demos, come hang out with me on one of my regular shows, my Monday or Wednesday shows. Doing either morning coffee or lunch shows now too. So we're gonna attempt a French knot. Let's see if I can do it. So once you have your thread, you're going to twist it 3 times. And I know I'm not holding it right. And then you're going to go back down into the hole and pull your knot. And I didn't do it right. I did it wrong. I totally did it wrong. I did them all up there and now I'm doing it wrong now. So I don't know if I have time for me to do this. Oh, thanks, Lulu. And thank you for your purchases. It's probably because I went exactly in the exact same spot, and so it unraveled. Let's try it again. I've got 2 minutes. 3. I'm going to put it back down, but not in the exact same spot, but pretty close to it. Oh yeah. Let's leave on a big jumbled mess, Carmen. That's really good. That's a good last impression. And that didn't work. Why can't I do them now? I did them earlier. Just see. Just gotta keep practicing. Oh, now I've ran it through here. So we're gonna run out of time before I get to do this. Plus, I went and threaded it on a. I'm gonna have all these backup ones here. To see, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how you learn. And I've never sewn a sequin on a slow stitch before, so I'm decorating the back of my kit pretty all sparkly. Okay, let's see. We've got 1 minute. I'm going to try one more time. Let's see if I can do it this time. 1, 2, and 3, and then oh, of course, watch it work on the pink one when I wanted red sequins. That's what's going to happen. Watch. Now we're going to raid into Gwen's Vintage Kitchen here. Ta-da! I did it! But it's kind of a big knot for that tiny little sequin. Need bigger sequins. So I'll probably do a different stitch. But that's an idea. And that'll work. And these will be done later on. I hope you like these. I hope you have fun with these. We're going to go raid over into Gwen's Vintage Kitchen now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, everybody. I appreciate you very much. And throw strawberries in the chat, and let's go and watch the two other great sellers that are on the demo and chill train. Again, thank you, Wonder Woman 64. Thank you, Kel's Craft Shack. And let's see, where is she? Oh, she's not coming up for me. I'm going to have to type in. Let's see if I type in Gwen. Is she on? I have her bookmarked. Gwen's Vintage Kitchen. Thank you, Lulu. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Well, we'll try this again. I'll keep talking. Okay. Oh, cool. It's nice that I try to do that when I can, but my iPad is dead, so I couldn't be on on T's show at the same time. I had to scooch over. So we'll try this again. We will try another little. You can still see the sequin under that. I'm gonna try another one over here and not do 3 rounds. Maybe I'll just do 2 loops around the needle. And I'll probably lose my thread. So 1, 2, see if that gives me a smaller knot. And back in. There we go. See? I know what I'm doing. I would do 2 loops on that French knot. So, see, now we got little strawberries on a vine. Add another one over here. I hope you have fun with this kit. If you do make stuff, send me pictures. I always love to see where you guys take it, because you are all so much more creative than I am, and I love to get ideas from you and learn from all of you too. So we're always learning. Nobody's perfect. We're always continuously learning. I love to learn from all of you. So um, I have fun making things for you to be creative. So is she on? Let's see. Gwen, are you on yet, sweetie? Let's see. Oh, poor thing. Let's see. There's something we can help with. I don't know if Gwen's here. We're just adding strawberries now to our stitching. For some reason, I'm getting weird, wonky little threads coming up. I'm just going to trim them off. So definitely hang out. Gwen's Vintage Kitchen, Princess Catherine. Coming up. 1, 2. Well, that's a big no-no right there. I could tell I already was gonna make a mess of it. If someone sees her notification pop up, let me know, because I don't want to take her time, but I'm not seeing her come up. Mm-hmm. I'll retype in and see. So we're good. I don't want to take her time. So I can talk. I can jabber away all night, as my friends know that hang out with me all night. Your French knots are a bit of a challenge on a little teeny piece because you don't have a lot to grab. So just know that. Kind of have to put it down. And I think I did 3 times on there. And again, don't lift your flap. Lift your flap in the back. Don't tie your flap down. Let your flap fly. There we go. I'm liking it. That's cute. So I'm going to continue to stitch. I'm running out of thread though. So you could just do all 5. I can't wait to see what everybody else makes. And you could trim this down if you want it to lie flat. I was trying to see what it looked like gathered up. But I left it a little bit wide. So it's your choice how you want that to go. Let's see, I'm going to finish up here a little bit. A little bit more stitching just to border the fabric. And anybody see Gwen yet? I don't have her popping up. Oh, I saw her. There she is. Okay, we're going to go over to Gwen. She is ready to go. Thank you so much for everybody hanging out. Thanks for getting the kit. Let me know if you have any questions and come see me on one of my other shows. We'll see you later. Have fun on the train. Hold on. Here we go. Woo woo.